At my wedding rehearsal dinner, my father announced he was giving my inheritance to my brother's gambling debt. I said calmly, "You mean the inheritance I already claimed last week?" When he called his lawyer to check, my father stood up at the head table and tapped his fork against his wine glass. The restaurant went quiet. 50 guests, my bridesmaids mid-laugh, my fiancé Finn holding my hand. "I have something important to announce," Dad said with that authoritative tone he uses when he expects obedience. "As you all know, my son Wade has been struggling financially." Wade was leaning against the bar, not looking surprised, not looking ashamed, just waiting. "So, I've decided the responsible thing to do is redirect my daughter's inheritance to help Wade get back on his feet." It's what her mother would have wanted. My bridesmaids gasped. Finn's hand tightened around mine. My aunt actually dropped her fork. I set down my champagne and smiled. "You mean the inheritance I claimed last week through the early disbursement clause in Mom's will?" Dad's face went blank. "What are you talking about?" "The clause that says if you remarry or attempt to redirect funds, I can claim my portion immediately. I filed the paperwork 8 days ago." Dad pulled out his phone so fast he knocked over his water glass. He was scrolling, dialing, his hands shaking. Richard, I need you to check the Hastings estate account right now." The entire restaurant watched him pace to the corner, watched his face go from confident to confused to completely white. He came back to the table walking like someone had kicked his legs out. "It's gone," he whispered. "You took $340,000. I took what Mom left me, what you promised you'd never touch." Wade pushed off the bar. "You weren't supposed to know until after the wedding. Dad said you'd just accept it. I've known for 3 weeks, since your wife called me drunk and told me the whole plan." The restaurant was dead silent, except for someone's phone buzzing. Wade stepped closer. "You knew and you didn't say anything? I wanted to see if you'd actually go through with it. I wanted to see if Dad would really steal from me at my own wedding rehearsal dinner." Dad found his voice. "That money was meant to help family. Your brother is drowning in debt. My brother bet $340,000 on sports and crypto. That's not drowning, Dad. That's choosing to sink. You don't know what he's been through." "I know exactly what he's been through because you call me every month asking me to loan him money while telling me about his new truck and his vacation to Vegas." Finn stood up. "You were really going to announce this the night before our wedding?" Dad looked at him like he'd interrupted a private conversation. "This is a family matter. Your daughter's inheritance is our future. Our family. You chose to do this publicly." Dad turned back to me with that look I've known my entire life, the one that says I'm about to disappoint him by having boundaries. "If you don't return that money to help your brother, I won't walk you down the aisle tomorrow." I looked at my father, the man who paid for Wade's 3rd wedding, but gave me $200 for mine, who flew across the country for Wade's son's birthday, but missed my college graduation, who took Wade to father-son trips every year, but forgot my 30th birthday. "Okay," I said. Dad blinked. "Okay, what?" "Okay, don't walk me down the aisle." His mouth opened, but nothing came out. Wade grabbed his jacket. "You're unbelievable. You've always been selfish." "I'm selfish because I won't fund your gambling addiction." "It's not an addiction when you're just having bad luck." "You've had bad luck for 15 years, Wade. At some point, it's just bad choices." Dad moved toward the door. "You'll regret this when you have no family at your wedding." "I have Finn's family. I have friends who showed up tonight. I have people who love me without conditions attached." I paused. "That was never you." He left without looking back. Wade followed, muttering something about always being the problem child. Finn pulled me close. "Are you okay?" I nodded. My maid of honor raised her glass. "To tomorrow." 50 voices echoed. "To tomorrow."